So what are you waiting for? You have to get busy. That doesn't mean panic. It doesn't mean go out there and be reckless and sell everything you got just to put money into an account or buy combines at a ridiculous pace to try to get so much money. But you have to have a process. You have to have something in mind that keeps you moving towards a goal that is sustainable, realistically sustainable. Not, I want to make $10,000 a trade. Not, I need to make $50,000 a month. If you can't take one contract and consistently pull 10 handles out, consistently, you cannot fucking make real money. Okay? I want you to understand that. I'm going to talk to you just like my child is in front of me. This is what I told them in the beginning. I said, if you think that you can't make money in this, you're wrong. If you think you can make money in this, you're wrong. In the beginning, you have a pathway in front of you. You can go this way, thinking you're right, and find out you're wrong. You can go over here thinking you'll never be able to do it and discover you can. There's a paradigm shift that happens when you start following a process. You don't worry about the outcome. You worry about, am I following the rules? Am I capable of following the rules? Because until you prove that to yourself, money will evade you. Consistently profitable trading will evade you. You won't be able to put your hands on it, or it'll fall in your hands one day and leave with interest the next. You have to have a mindset that's trained right on a process. So that way, the only thing you're thinking about is the market doing what it should be doing right now? Is the next candle that's forming behaving in a manner that's supporting my trade? Is my stop where it needs to be when I first put it there? Yes, leave it there. Don't move it. 10 handles. If you can't consistently go in there every day, finding one trade that yields 10 handles, you have no fucking business putting real money in the market. Because you don't have any discipline. You don't have any discipline to hold true to a model, and 10 handles is nothing. That's static price action. Just look at the NASDAQ. Any random time, sit there, watch it. In 10 minutes, you're going to see a 10 handle run, one-sided. And it doesn't mean it's doing any directional thing at all. It just means it had static price action of 10 handles. But you look at this and think, 10 handles, 40 ticks. I ain't doing that. Why? Because you're afraid when you show your results on social media, which you should not be doing, you know what's going to come from that. Broke ass people that can't sell their software is going to come into your fucking comment section, spamming you, saying, you're a brokey, you can't do this, you can't do that. And they're still on live streams blowing their accounts live for all of you to end up being shamed by. But you're afraid of their opinion, you're afraid of everyone else's opinion, that you aren't doing enough. When 10 handles put $2,500 in my son's pocket. Real money. Did you make $2,500 trading whatever Mickey Mouse shit did you try to do in the last 3 weeks? Did you do that? How many contracts did you trade? How much did you pay in commission trying to make money but didn't get profitable? That's a topic in and of itself. One contract trading, 10 handles, guess what that does? It keeps you from overtrading. It keeps commission costs extremely low. You can't get any lower than that. You can't overtrade. You can't hold the trade too long and overstay your welcome. You don't have to worry about moving your stop loss. It's done. And it's done with a negative R. And that's blowing people's minds right now. They're all freaking the fuck out because they want to see my son's results crash and burn. But you don't fucking realize, you dumb fucks, this is a high frequency trading model that repeats all day long, both directions, up, down, up, down. And this is exactly what I was doing when I ran that fucking MT4 account out. And you all think it was a rented server. Fuck you. Watch that video I did yesterday when I recorded it live, when I had my youngest son sitting next to me. I said to him, watch this. We're gonna do something and I'm gonna share it with everyone else. And I walked you through every candlestick inside of a bullish breaker. That's not Enigma. That's just me reading price. These are my PD arrays. This is me. Enigma, I don't need a chart. I don't need that shit. The turning points, I already know. But a humble beginning, that's necessary. It's necessary because you will be able to look back and see where you came from. And you need to be thinking about how what you're doing right now is everything you're doing at this moment working towards you being financially independent. Are you able to make your own money apart from your job? Can you make money to sustain yourself without having to leave your house? I'm not saying rich now. I'm not saying that at all. But how little is 10 handles with one contract and $2,500 in 3 weeks? From the time he started, he didn't trade every day. There was a few days where he didn't do anything. I told him, I said, wait to see if they pay you out. Because I was thinking that, the whole thing was through deal. And they put a stay on that. So unless he was going to get paid, there's no sense of doing any more work to build up that account. So once he got confirmation that it was going to happen, then he started trading again. But how less can you go below that? One contract, 10 handles. What are you doing? Trade 5 handles? I'm not saying you can, but to me, it's a little extreme. I think 10 handles is the minimum you should reach for. Not to say you can't have a algorithm that runs 5 handles, because you can get into a trade, put a 5 handle limit order on it, and just static price that all day long. You're gonna have a lot of commission costs, but you can make money with that. To me, it doesn't make any sense to do it. But I could sit there all day long, and do 10 handles up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down in the real run and against the run. But is that a good use of my time? No. Because if I can sit when I know the market's likely to move, I can let all that other fluctuation and price action move around, leave some on the table for everybody else, and I can have a life outside of these screens, outside of the charts, outside of the market, outside of social media, talking to you and making videos and commenting and talking to people and my private mentorship. Like there's only so many minutes in a day, and I allot for them. And I want a more abundant supply of them doing things with my family. When you start trading, you want to start with a very slow, controlled approach. And I think 10 handles, if you can't follow the approach to trying to do that for 3 months. What? 3 months? And come on, 3 months ICT, that's too much. No, it ain't. Because if you can't submit yourself to 3 months doing the same thing over and over and over again, you don't have discipline. And if you don't, you'll forge it by doing it. You'll create discipline in yourself. It will keep you from over leveraging because you can only do one contract. It'll keep you from worrying about where to place your stop loss and when to move it and when to take partials. All that stuff is completely removed from it. You have the barest of essentials. My son was given no fat. It's as lean as it can be made lean. I used everything that he said that he was having an issue with. He wanted to have more contracts on, but he was afraid to take off partials. That's why he never did it. He didn't have one trade where he took a partial. Not one time. Not one time did he do it. Had he done it, he probably wouldn't have burned his account. Counts, plural. I think he did like 7 of them, burnt them, trying to do the 150,000. I said, stop doing the 150,000. If you're going to do it with the 50,000, because you can do everything you need to do in the beginning with that 50,000, because it's not even real 50,000. Think of it like it's a $2,000 account. That's all it is. One mini using a high frequency trading model. Technically, if we're going to be really, really dogmatic about it, it is over leveraging. But it rewards him in a manner that I'm satisfied as his dad and as the mentor. I know what I gave him is solid as fuck. It's everyday trading. It's an every session trading model. It's an every hour model. It's there every 15 fucking minutes. How many 15 minutes happen in a session from beginning to end? It's a lot of fucking 15 seconds. I mean, 15 minutes, isn't it? And if you get 10 handles each time, your commission costs are going to be up, but not so much that you can't be profitable. Much more profitable than anybody else's shit out there. I had automated stuff that I wanted to share with him, but he's like, I need to know what it's doing and why it's doing it. And that was wonderful to hear. So that's what I did. I sat down one afternoon. I said, okay, list everything that you had issues with, what you feared, what you were afraid of, what you were trying to do, what's your goals. And I took away all the goals because they were unrealistic, stupid fucking things from a little boy. That's what it was. And all of you that are adults, the ladies and men that are listening to me, all of your goals, they're little children dreams right now. You need to take that stuff away and go back to boot camp. This is where you start. Humble beginnings. How can I protect myself from losing money to the greatest extent? How can I reduce the opportunity and make no allowance for failure to come in? How can I prevent myself from going on tilt? How do I keep myself from over trading, over leveraging, and worrying about how to move my stop loss and how to not to worry about where to take partials? Trade with one contract. Look for one setup. Have a model. Stick to that model. When you get your trade, if you lose and you take the full 12 handle hit, you stop. You don't do anymore. If you win, you stop. You don't trade again. The next day, it's a reset. New set. New opportunity. Follow the plan. Follow the process. Keep doing it. Can you do it? Can you do it? Can you stick to that? I'm challenging you as a community, my community. I don't give a fuck if you trade Mickey Mouse bullshit. If you're here and you're trying to learn from me, you have the rest of the next, what is it? Do we have, is it October? Okay, yeah, whatever. The rest of the year. The rest of the year, try to use your time seeing if you can look for one 10 handle run. Before I close this session, I'll repeat the rules for his model, okay? But for the ideal scenario for you to go forward is you have to remove the invitation for you to do more than is necessary. And when you discover how doing the least, which is what I've talked all the time, I talked about this. Do the least. Doing the least would beat the fuck out of the Robbins Cup placeholders right now. Doing the least could climb to the heights that those guys are sitting at right now. And they've worked all year long, and many of them haven't moved much because they're afraid of what they have right now. They don't want to lose it. Why? Because they don't know how to trade. They don't know how to trade. They found themselves up there doing things, and now because they're there in their positions, they're not willing to risk it. They're trusting, which is what I told everybody. If you get in there, and I have students that say they're going to go out there next year and try it. And what will happen is they're going to get in there and they're going to try to rush to get there real quick. And they're going to start thinking, oh, I want to do more. I want to do more. I want to do more. When you don't need to do more. You don't need to do that. You just need to stick to a process and a model that works for you. And when you get that clean slate in your mindset, that all these things that you've piled onto yourself, I have to do this or it's not success. I have to make this much money or it's not success. I have to live up to this people on social media's expectations of me or I'm not going to be viewed as a successful ICT student. Fuck these motherfuckers. Fuck them. Even the people in our community are fucking too opinionated. Shut your fucking mouths. Shut the fuck up. Mind your own fucking business. You have no idea how impactful it is on people that are brand new, that are coming here, that are having a wonderful opportunity laid before them for free. And the toxicity fucking turns off immediately some of the people that would have otherwise had a change of life experience. See, some of you mistake what it is I do and what I'm responding to. These assets that talk shit about me, I'm not physically losing sleep over this, and I'm not selling anything, so they're not taking sales from me. The only thing it's doing is bringing more traffic to my YouTube channel. But I'm talking to the people that are on the fence that may read these people's bullshit. And I'm just challenging you, take a little bit of your time that I'm not making any money off of. Try what it is I've taught. If it doesn't work, believe whatever you want to believe about me. Believe whatever the fuck anybody else says about me that's negative. Believe all of that shit. Go ahead and feel good walking away from it. I want you to feel no guilt. But what if you do try it and you discovered that these fucking clowns are just jealous and you have a change of life and you start finding a way for you to make your ends meet? What then? Will you have any time for people that's going to talk shit about me, you, and what you're trying to learn? Hell no. And that's what makes this community absolutely unbeatable. The folks that are really plugged in, the real parts of this community are the ones that are, they're the fibers that hold us together. Because they've done this. They've gone through the process of testing it and seeing it, and they know it's there. They see it. It's algorithmic. It's absolutely 100% manipulated, controlled, and you can time the fucking market on its basis. So there's no reason to be fearful of it. But everything outside of our community has an issue with us because we're saying everything else is bullshit, and it is. It's a religion. Everything else out there is a religion. You're placing your faith and belief in something that has absolutely no bearing on why price and when price is going to do anything. If I was a fraud, the things I said to you and teach wouldn't be in your charts when they are. I would not be able to show you the examples. I sure as fuck wouldn't be risking real money with it. And what do you see? What have you experienced? What do you have in your hands that you can compare and contrast against everybody else's opinion versus what you see as fact? Except for me going into your house with you and trading your account right in front of you, I've done everything. Used real money. Used a real reputable broker. I went in and did TD Ameritrade. I went out there and showed you live, talking every single candlestick. I did an execution in front of you, live, and it did it to the fucking tick. I don't need to do that every day. I understand. I know the ploy. These people want to goat me into, I have to prove it. If we keep saying he can't and won't do it, he'll just have to do it. The fuck I do. I don't have to do a fucking thing. I've already done more than all of you. All of you. And when I talk like this, I'm talking to the people that are afraid to make a time investment. You see these people say, oh, nobody's making money. Well, look around, motherfuckers. They're all over the place. You see their face and you hear their voices and you see the companies paying them. But there's no fucking profitable students. Nobody's making money with this stuff. You're fucking liars, man. You're liars. And that's the wonderful thing about social media. It preys on the fucking laziness of people. Oh, if this person said that about it, that must be true. You allow, that's what social media has been designed for. It's been engineered for that very thing. It's brainwashing. And your fucking IQ level is a fucking testimony that you believe in everything that you fucking hear without testing it yourself. I have done everything I humanly can fucking do. I'm at my wit's end. I cannot do anything more than what I've done here by teaching you what my very own son is now using. And Top Step is not owned by me. I have no affiliation with them. They're not paying me any fucking money. I literally have nothing to do with them. I don't know anything about that fucking shit. Nothing. My son's in there trading a stripped down to the chrome, very simple approach. And I'm challenging you, you dickheads that are fucking unprofitable. They're trying to help, hawk shit and sell stuff and courses and mentorships, all that other bullshit. You show me 100% fucking winning day track record. Let's see who has the most winning fucking days. My son or your Mickey Mouse bullshit. Whatever the fuck it is. 100% win rate. Every single fucking day. That's where he's at. How many winning days in average will he have before he hits that $10,000 mark? You demand these fucking jokers prove that. My son's doing it through a third party fucking entity, Top Step. He's at my house. He logs in the fucking shit on a laptop, and right there it is, showing you just like it is. If it's fake, if it's false, Top Step, you come out and fucking say it's not real. You come out and fucking say it. You can't fake these fucking results, folks. If it's being done on a live account, it's fucking right there. It's not demo. If it's being done in everybody's into this funded account shit, okay, wonderful. Maybe that's the reason why the Lord said and spoke to Cameron and said, I want to do that. Maybe that's his way of doing it because he moves in mysterious ways, right? Some of you need to see these things happen. Well, there it is. You can do what he's doing. Every single one of you can do this. Every single fucking one of you can do this. But you're in your own way. Some of you are in your feelings. Some of you are fucking scared to death. Some of you believe the bullshit, the drama fucking marketing these fucking people are doing because they can't draw attention to their fucking channels without having this kind of stuff. Where's the risk? Where the fuck is the risk for you to just spend a couple weeks? Just spend a couple weeks. Commit to 4 weeks. I promise you, if you spent the 4 weeks doing what I'm telling you to do, you'll be convinced that it's worthwhile sticking with it. And it costs you nothing. And if it's fraud, if it's fucking fake, it doesn't work, if it fails, show us what you did. So that way we can see that you made an honest attempt instead of going out on social media. Like I had a student that fucking left, tried to do Algo Box. He come out there and did all his bullshit because Benny said, do this, and I'll give you free access and blah, blah, blah. He bought his little fucking computer, had all his fucking charts up there, and he was showing his market replay reports, and he's talking all kinds of shit. Well, guess what? He's turned his fucking video channel off. All his videos are fucking made private because I guarantee you, like I told him privately, I wish you luck at what you're doing, but I already know what your problem is you. And where's Algo Box success story in that? Crickets, motherfucker! Crickets, because it was the student's baseline issue himself. Some of you are just not going to be able to do this. It matters not who's teaching you what, period. But that's the discovery. You have to find out what your character flaws are. You have to go through that beginning process. And some of you have to go through that a lot longer because you don't want to let go of the painful fucking problematic issues that are plaguing you and preventing you from finding the fucking success that you think you deserve and want, but you're never going to obtain it because you can't get out of your own fucking way. That's the reality. That's the unfucking sugar-coated fucking way of telling you. And some of you get offended. I don't fucking care because it's the reality. I would want someone to tell me this is the way it is. Michael, you're getting ready to do this. It's going to be hard. This is where you're going to fuck up. Then let's go through a process of finding out where your fuck up problems, these root core issues. You have to find out where they are and be fucking humbled by them in the beginning before you put money at risk. Humble fucking beginnings. How do you build equity from humble beginnings? You have learned who the fuck you are. And guess what? You're all fuck ups. I was a fuck up in the beginning. And guess what? You learn. Oh, I keep making the same mistake. How do I know I'm keep making this mistake? Because I'm journaling it. I'm recording what I'm feeling, what I'm thinking, why I see this, why I think it's going to appear in the chart. Am I mad about something? Am I going into the marketplace on an emotional high? Everything feels good. And I feel like, well, I can't lose. Let me go in there. All those things are characteristics they're going to repeat. And you need to identify what they are, because if they're hurting you, you need to go right to the root cause of what causes that. And if you have that in your mind before you press the button, it's better for you not to take the trade then until you wrestle these demons into submission. Otherwise, you'll talk yourself into doing shit that you shouldn't be doing and talking yourself out of the things that you should be. Folks, I'm sorry, but they don't make fucking trading psychology books that's going to tell you this. But this is exactly what the fuck you need to hear. You're listening to somebody that went through it. And I begged everybody that had more experience than me, please direct me to books, direct me to teachers, direct me to somebody that knows how to conquer all this stuff. I'm wrestling all these things and I can't figure it out.